It is no stranger to men of faith, who are driven to fight with a fury no king or sultan can inspire. From across the sands and the seas, they fight for the Holy Lands, to ensure the hell that is their lives will grant their passage into heaven.
Welcome, this is Great Dictator with another review of Medieval 2 Total War Kingdoms Expansion Pack. This is the second of 4 reviews for dateyourgame.com/blog. This is the Crusades campaign, in which you have 5 factions: the Kingdom of Jerusalem, the Principality of Antioch, the Byzantine Empire, the Egyptians, and the Turks. So it's basically Christianity versus Muslim. You know what I mean. Let's start off with the Kingdom of Jerusalem. Okay, the Kingdom of Jerusalem is backed up by all the other Christian states. At the very beginning, you're allied with the Principality of Antioch. Your first target will probably be to attack the Egyptians, since it would be probably easier than to attack the Turks. You can also call in a crusade, just like in a medieval game, so all the other Christian factions or Principality of Antioch will aid you. You can also recruit special Crusade units, like I don't know how it's called, but the Holy Cross, yes, the Holy Cross, which will definitely improve the fighting morale of your men. I can see here. Okay, let's let this battle a little pass, and then we will move on to the Principality of Antioch. Now we move on to the Principality of Antioch. The Principality of Antioch is home to the Hospitallers, which, like I said before, you will you will be allied with the Kingdom of Jerusalem. You should definitely try to target the Turks as your first target, since they will definitely seem the easiest to destroy early in the game. As you can see, the Principality of Antioch can also recruit the Holy Cross, and that way improve the fighting morale of your men. Okay, now. And now let's move on to the Turks, shall we? The Turks are pretty much the weakest faction to start off in the beginning, so if you like challenge, the Turks will definitely be it. The Turks still have all the units from the first medieval 2 game. As you can see, the monster bombard is still there, but if you will, but one thing, while the bombard was firing, and that's that. Well, when the cat. Okay, just look. When a cannonball hits the ground, it pretty much bounces off and goes further. Oh, okay, you probably didn't see it, but still. Here, look. It actually hit them, but then it bounced off the ground and hit there, doing extra casualties. The Muslim factions in the game still have the Neptune unit, so that can cause extra fear to the enemy. Always use your gunpowder units to weaken and soften up the enemy before they come at you, to make sure that they'll be weakened enough on impact. You might not recognize this unit, but I will talk about him later in the game. This video. Here you can see I'm just starting. Now this is an excellent strategy for those of you who wish to lure your enemy into a trap. Keep your units keep your range units close to pikemen. And if they try to charge with cavalry, just pull them back and reuse, so you can save as many ranged units as you can. And here you can see the Neptunes in action. Use the Neptunes keep them close to your lines so that they inspire fear into the enemy by lighting them on fire. Okay. Next we have the Egyptians. The Egyptians have all of their old units, as well as several new units, close infantry units to spare. Now here's a tip for... Now wait a second here before I tell you this tip.
Our enemies will suffer.
Okay, I think I'll tell you it now. If you're playing either the Byzantine Empire, the Egyptians, or the Turks, since they specialize in, since their special units are cavalry art missile units, build an entire army of missile units. That way you can travel deep into the desert and fast, since there are no roads there. You can attack. Keep them under siege as to weaken them enough, then charge in, and then wait till they attack. And then, as you can see here, wait for them. Just keep dodging them until you either run out of ammo or they're weakened enough. Then all you have to do is charge at them, and they'll pretty much be weakened enough for you to take them down easily. But if you're attacking a an enemy's province that's deep in the desert, you have the advantage, since it'll take some time for their reinforcements to get there, so you have the chance to weaken them and destroy them. As the Egyptians, you must fight off your primary enemy in the Kingdom of Jerusalem. As a Muslim faction, you can also call in a jihad, just like in the previous games. And now we move on to the Byzantine Empire. You can see I wasted most of my time here. The Byzantine have one special infantry unit, which I will show you soon. It's also well, I think it's a gunpowder unit since it spits fire. The Byzantine have the strongest start, so it's probably the easiest to start with them at the beginning. They have the most territories at the beginning also, and your nearest enemy will be the Turks. You will have, since you're on one edge of the map, you'll pretty much have an easy start, since the enemies can't come from behind, left to right, but just from the front, so you can fortify that. Okay. Okay, I know some parts are stupid and I'm silent, but hey, I remove the sound from everywhere. This is just basic gameplay footage, so they can all see how the units are like, how they look, and all that. The gunpowder is really the most usefulest of all weapons, since it can basically inspire fear into the enemy, but unfortunately you still need melee units to keep them out of trouble. Look at this, an enemy will soon try to charge these, but since they're weakened, you will see how effective gunpowder is at frightening off enemy units. See? And here's my
The enemy are
favorite
badly
scene.
blooded. They have lost half
Just look
their
at him
men.
lay down. Oh yeah, that's gonna hurt. And now I will show you that special unit in the Byzantine Empire. The Greek flamethrower. That's right, there's a flamethrower now. It can basically inspire the most fear. But it's really effective against any kind of unit. Use them to weaken off the enemy before you charge them. And one new unit that all factions have is a new artillery unit called the mangonel. It can really take a butt out of the infantry, as you can see here. Okay, now all factions have this unit, and it's very powerful against infantry. So, and basically this is how it looks if it doesn't hit directly. Now, before this video ends, I will have to warn you about two other factions. The Mongols and the Venetians. The Mongols will primarily start from somewhere close to Baghdad, and they'll definitely be still in hordes, but they'll definitely be a lot smaller. Most of the Mongol troops consists of still out of ranged missile units and artillery. They still possess the rocket artillery, like in when they first appeared. Here, now you will see them. But you still have to be pretty much careful where you put them for the maximum effect. And last but not least, we have the Venetians. They will start near the city of Constantinople for all you Byzantine players. So you better have Constantinople filled up with troops until you defeat them, because they're pretty much strong at that point. You can try to catch them off if you didn't manage to defend Constantinople at the small river crossing. Well, this was Great Dictator with the review of Medieval 2 Kingdoms, the Crusades campaign. In my next review, I will be reviewing the Britannia's campaign.